agenda, which has run for the last 700-800 years, not only the Europeans, also the Arabs as well, then you would need the Pan-African education. So you would have to read a lot of books on that. Kwame Nkrumah has had a lot of books. Diop, there are so many people, Santi Molefi, so many people have done great work on this. If you meet any African American, any Caribbean person, any African who lives anywhere, you see, if they have any sense of pride for Africa, it's because they have educated themselves in terms of Pan-Africanism. If they are the ones blaming Africa and telling us about our history and all those, a lot of the times it's because of the education that they've been given, which is been largely devoid of the contribution of Africa and our intelligence and our wisdom. You know, so the Pan-African education is largely a tool to fight against the Western dominance. So if you happen to get any president in Africa who is not Pan-Africanist, he's not going to do much. It's just going to flow. He will look for the money only for himself. The culture has helped us to be rooted, but we cannot fight at the global level if we don't put Pan-African education in all our children across board. And which means that we are going to fight against the religion, we are going to fight against the democracy that they are pushing on us everywhere, we are going to fight against the content from BBC and CNN. These are the things that we are going to fight with, but they will help us. If you want solution to racism, is the Africans becoming aware of the structure of racism. It's not just prejudice. It's not prejudice. It's not discrimination. Racism is a system. It's the system that the world has been built on for the last 700, 800 years. You know, and it was the Africans who were sacrificed. So you want to understand racism unless you have Pan-African education. It is this kind of education that will empower the Africans economically. You see any African company giving works to other Africans, it's because they are Pan-African in their education. If they are just liberal, they don't care. That's why an institution will collect money from here and give the contract to a Chinese company, to give a contract to a French company, give a contract to an American company. Because the Pan-Africanists believe that if you don't empower the African economically, then there's no empowerment. It's not just political empowerment, it's the economic empowerment, it's the entrepreneurship empowerment, it's the innovation empowerment. It's when you believe that the machine that you want to create, you want to import from China, maybe 80% of it can be made by African engineers, and you are ready to go through the process with them. If you don't have this kind of consciousness, you will not. You just import. Even the masks that we are using, the one that we are sewing here, they are far better than the ones that they are importing. But if they are not Pan-African in their approach, they will say that, oh, let's bring the international standard. So a lot of the people you have conflict with, they look black, they talk black, they even speak the language. They talk like they're happy as Africans. They talk like they're happy as Ghanaians. But the education is weak, and therefore you see them blaming us all the time. And when they look at the flow of their money, look at the patience they have, who do they give opportunities to? You know, so the Pan-African education is so critical. It's beyond the drumming and dancing. It is beyond just wearing kente. It is beyond just taking an African name. You know, it is a tool that empowers the African from childhood to everywhere. You know, it is a tool that believes in the engineers of Africa, the technology in Africa, that believes in the business people, you know, empowering the business people in Africa, that believes that we can use our own appropriate management systems and structures and the technology to build from where we are. It's Pan-African education. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, the importance of Pan-African education. Thank you.